So we have breaking news in the 2020 presidential election that Joe Biden has just overtaken Donald Trump in Michigan. Now, to be clear, Michigan has not been called by any reputable source. But what was expected was that as the vote came in cities like Detroit, especially mail-in and early voting and absentee voting in that city, Biden would start to reel Trump in. And he has surpassed him. And the general trend right now in Michigan is pro-Joe Biden. And what this shows is that given that Biden seems to be having a good result in Arizona, and some sources like Fox News have called Arizona for Joe Biden, there's a potential path to victory that doesn't even need to include Pennsylvania. That if Biden loses Pennsylvania and Georgia and North Carolina, but wins Nevada and wins Wisconsin and wins Arizona and wins Michigan, he can just get over 270. It's way closer than it needed to be, but he can win without Pennsylvania and those two, southern states. That is possible. I want people to know this right now because Donald Trump is falsely claiming that he has won or that he's in a position to win, and that right now, if the result flips, it's because the Democrats have stolen the election, and that is just not true. What you're seeing right now are the votes being counted. And let's be clear, last night, Donald Trump was the beneficiary of votes coming in a bit later. Biden had early leads, big early leads, in states like Ohio, but as the votes kept getting counted throughout the night, Trump reeled him in. Biden wasn't calling for the vote to be stopped counted. Biden wasn't calling for the vote to stop being counted in states like Ohio, so neither should Trump be calling for the votes to stop being counted in states like Pennsylvania and Michigan and Arizona, etc. It just shouldn't happen. Biden can still win this, and indeed, I would say right now, the trend is in favor of Joe Biden. Now, to be clear, based on what I said last night, this is not a good result for Biden. This is below expectations. He's clearly struggling with Latino voters. He's clearly struggling to bring forward a broad working class coalition. Crucially, while the Senate isn't out of play necessarily, the Democrats could still win the Senate. If they do, it's going to be absolutely razor thin. And there is, I think, at least a decent chance the Republicans hold on to the Senate, which means that anything getting done is going to be like pulling teeth. It's going to be absolutely awful. So we have to be really clear here that even if Biden wins, this really isn't a moment for celebration. This needs to be a moment of relief, yes, because defeating Donald Trump is important, but quickly a moment of reflection. Why did Biden blow this? Why did he and the Democratic Party establishment blow winning a big election that was easily winnable and blow winning the Senate, which was easily winnable? Why did that happen if it indeed does happen? Why? Why did it happen? Why did Florida vote 60% in favor of raising the minimum wage to $15 and then give Trump a fairly healthy margin of victory in the same election? Why couldn't the Democrats connect their policy to the actual will of the voters on the ground? Why couldn't they do that? Why couldn't they make that happen? Why didn't Joe Biden put greater time and energy and emotion into pulling Latino votes? No, yeah, not just, Cuban conservative votes in Florida. I understand they have a bit of a unique community, but Latino votes in southern Texas, which are far more pro-Trump than they were in 2016 or they were pro-Romney in 2012. Absolute failure of an election right now. I do want people to realize, though, Joe Biden is in a position to win. He has not called it for himself. No sources have called it for Joe Biden, but we have to be on point. Donald Trump right now needs more to happen to win. He cannot claim victory. Even if by some miracle he does pull off Pennsylvania, it doesn't necessarily mean he's won the whole thing. Michigan is a crucial state, and it just went blue.